Oh, try pausing there. Is there? I'm just on automatic. These are very cheap, very simple Bluetooth noise canceling headphones, and MPOW sent them to me. And this is not the first thing MPOW has sent me. All those MPOW Bluetooth receivers or senders, the ones that are combos, they're like $30. And frankly, they're the way you should get into Bluetooth. In fact, I've got a pile of them. Literally a pile down here. Here's one. Here's a Bluetooth sender. Here's another MPOW. And I just kept buying these things because I was trying to get Bluetooth headphones going for the cheap. And this is like a big one that's, it's also battery powered and is optical in and out. And here's their new revision, which was a little bit simpler, but I don't think it sounded as good as this one. And this one is a send or receive module. And I say, get this and get KPH30Is and you're done. And KPH30Is don't leak really much, so you can take them on a plane with one of those and you're done. But MPOW wanted to send me headphones anyway, because MPOW makes specific Bluetooth headphones. And if I'm going to be very, very honest, they started with these, the H5s. And you'll see they have no pads on them. Because I was trying to make these work, because a company sends me something and I'm like, hey, I'm trying, and then eventually at some point you just gotta like pick up the garbage pail and throw them away because they weren't good. The noise canceling was garbage and the sound quality was shit, and I said if I review these, it's not gonna reflect good on you. So just I'm done. They didn't pay me for it. I got the headphones for free. They were like $45. So fast forward a couple months, the H12s come out. Those H5s, there's the H12s. These are worth putting on a channel because they're built surprisingly well for a $42 set of headphones, and I could keep that open, but it's a little girl there. They fold and they have metal hinges. You could see them right there. You could see, you could hear. But that's quality. So they took what they failed in those H5s, and they've done a really remarkable job of upgrading these. The finish is that satin, like rubberized coating, which some people will know. In a couple years of sweat and work and wear, it's probably going to wear off and start peeling, but they're a $42 set of Bluetooth headphones. If you're investing $400 or $500 into something that Bose makes or that Sony makes, yeah, you want it to last for years and years and years. You get 2 years out of these and they don't fall apart, that's a fucking win. They're actually nice looking. They're so nice looking, in fact, that the princess wants to use them on her flights. So I'm like, oh, you don't have noise canceling headphones. Let's try these out. I mean, that's they fold this way, or they fold like this. At the end, that's all you need. They come with this bag, in case you want a gray sack to keep your stuff in. They come with a couple wires. It's charging wire. It's USB micro. It's not USB-C. Comes with a shitty auxiliary cable. Whatever. The instructions basically say turn it on. There's nothing like crazy heavy duty. I have got quite a few Bluetooth headphones coming up. And I don't know if I should apologize for that or if you should get excited for that. Because I bought the Marshall Majors. I got those Shivers, which are fucking amazing. I got the new Feel Bluetooth headphones, which I haven't even tried yet. I've got another set of MPOW. MPOW sent me, these are the H21s. I've not even listened to them. I'm charging them over there for the first time. These also look good. I don't want to turn this into like a Bluetooth channel, but let's face it. There's a lot of reasons to have an active noise canceling set of headphones. And if I could find you a good set, like the Tautronics SoundSurge 46s are my $90 pick for build. But the Shivers, when I get to the Shivers, it's going to be like, oh. So I need a starting point. I need the, okay, Zeos, I want Bluetooth headphones that are noise canceling and they're cheap. Here you go. You don't get cheaper than $42. Don't ask me for cheaper than $42. 30 hours playtime, blah, 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 blah. Hybrid active noise canceling headphone. They actually come in 3 different colors, and don't tell Pasta this, but they also come in champagne gold, which looks like silver to me, and then light pink, which looks like champagne gold. So The active noise canceling, if we're going to go on a scale of 0 to Bose, and Bose, the 700s, even though I didn't like those headphones overall, they are the lunar benchmark of I need to not hear shit. I give these a 7. The Tautronics, the 46s, I give those an 8. The Shivers, like I have to basically run into a room with the air conditioner running, and I can still hear that the air conditioner is running with these on. It changes from the deep groaning sound to like, oh, is there rain hitting it? So it works. It does actually noise cancel anything low frequency, which on an airplane is all you really care about. And I actually prefer that a little bit because then you could still hear some people talking. I'm not looking for what the hell is the room called? Well, spikes. Anechoic chamber. Anechoic chambers make people lose their fucking mind for a reason. So these do just enough noise canceling that it's like, okay, they're functioning. And then the sound quality isn't H5 sound quality, so they're going to get a review. Now, I wouldn't call them audiophile headphones. No $42 Bluetooth headphone is an audiophile headphone. And I've only had a couple instances where the treble starts getting a little sharp, but I have them real loud. I think these are going to be more for a little bit lower volume listening. The distance is fine. I can walk around the house with the phone in here. We've got okay stereo. Not crazy soundstage. There is one caveat, though. You can switch the active noise canceling off or on. With the active noise canceling off, these do not sound good. They are... When you put active noise canceling on a headphone, here's what happens. It's playing music when its own internal amplifiers, its own internal DACs, it's playing music. With the active noise canceling off, it's just whatever. When you flip that switch on, the reverberations of itself gets fed through the microphones of itself, and then it changes and they have to readjust it. And I think what MPOW did for this cheaper set is they didn't tune for both. You would have to have a DSP correction when the active noise canceling is off, and a DSP correction when the active noise canceling is on, so they both sound similar and good. And they didn't do that for this. These only sound acceptable to my ears when the active noise canceling is on. So if you're buying these, for the love of fucking God, leave that active noise canceling on. That's basically the tour. You got 3.5mm input. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to sound demo these. In fact, I've got so many Bluetooth headphones here that have to be run through the mill. I'm probably not sound demoing them. And I apologize if you really look forward to a Bluetooth sound demo. If you want them, state so in the description, in the comments. Just bitch at me and maybe I'll throw them through the ringer. But I want to get these done in the next month or two, and I've got 8 headphones, so that would be 16 days, and half those days are sound demos that no one actually watches. I'll do the big headphones, we'll still get sound demos. It's just if I'm doing Bluetooth headphone after Bluetooth headphone, I don't think you people want to sit around for that. So 3.5mm, there's your charge port. There's the 2 microphone holes in the front. When you do an active noise canceling headphone, it's very important. Which was the one that was terrible? There was one that was fucking terrible. I only had it on the right side. It's very important you have a microphone on either side so you can cancel out in stereo. Then you've got just the active noise canceling switch, which is on the back. Up for on, down for off. I don't know why Tautronics made that backwards. And it's also in the front. And then here's your multi-function LED that tells you if it's pairing, if the battery's low. Nice, big, bold. There's a plus and a negative and a power button on the buttons. And then it's, let's see, if it goes this way, that's play, pause, that's next track, or actually that's fast forward and that's rewind, which is, they're using the wrong logos, but they look fine, you'll figure it out. And just boom, you tap it. I did it to my, I was going to do it to my, oh, maybe we'll just pause. Pause definitely works. Oh, I'm controlling the volume. That's volume right now. If you hold it, if I hold it, there you go. That's back. And that's forward. That's all you need. If you're on a plane, you hook it up to your laptop or your phone. Real quick controls. No fucking touch screens. They're $42. $42. I've spent that on a meal at an airport. All right, and if you go to the shop there to buy something, you're not going to find a $40 headphone that I kind of approve of. I approve of it because it's the bottom of the barrel. I'm hoping those, because those are a little bit more money. I can't even find them on Amazon. Those are the 21s. I'm hoping that those improve a little bit more. And I'm hoping there's like a good $100 to $150 range where I want to sink my teeth into these Bluetooth headphones. I believe in Bluetooth. Bluetooth 5 is fucking fine. If you get the amplification right, if you DSP correct right, you can make a quality sounding product. Unlike, you know, what was the House of Marley? House of Marley built a wonderful product, and then these sound tremendously better than the House of Marley headphones. And they're not built terrible. Like, they're smooth looking. They have an actual silicone headband here. They're indicated right and left, up. In fact, the new one even maintains that like locatability of right and left. These will get their own once I've actually listened. I'm not going to talk about them. They fold. This one folds with a plastic fold, which is, I guess it could be fine. I'm just going to point out again that this folds with a really intense metal clack. And they're understated. It's the most important thing. If you're going to get not Bose headphones, because that's what everyone's getting. You got to get Bose. You got to get Bose. You got to get Sony. You got to get these big ones because I'm an important businessman. You know, none of us give a shit about you. And we just want to have something that's... I don't want to hear the plane drone. And I want to just sit there and listen to music for 3 or 4 hours while I'm on a plane. $42. Sold. And Pasta will go and review them on her channel because I'm not actually getting on a plane with them. She is. And they fit her ears. They're not terribly uncomfortable either. Like, usually they fuck something up in comfort, especially those H5s. I can't kick them hard enough because they were uncomfortable. The noise canceling did almost the opposite of what it was supposed to do, and they sound like shit. So I tried to fix it. This is a wholehearted improvement. I'm actually doing this review because of how bad those were. It's kind of like if you make someone a hamburger and it makes them almost die, and then you make them another hamburger and it's just average. You're like, oh my god, it's such a relief. This is such a relief that they're not just making bad products. Because I do like MPOW as a company. They have decent stuff. They also have some gaming headsets which you should never look at. Never ever look at their gaming headsets. But these are an acceptable thing. They're not flashy. They function as advertised. The battery lasts forever. They come on. They have one of the ladies who talks. Here, wait.
Power off.
She doesn't sound like a terrible robot. Was it Sony's lady or Bose lady? Which one of the ladies was like the worst lady? Like, power off, power on.
Power on.
She just sounds fine. She sounds a little British. If I could pick up an accent on like a $40 set of Bluetooth headphones, you're probably doing something right. It already connected. Just back on my phone already. The controls here do control the volume on the actual phone. So let's see if I hold that. Okay, so up is next track. And then holding down restarts the song. So down is last track. And then play pause is just play pause. And then you hold it for on off. And the active noise canceling is an active switch. Oh. Totally can't hear that horn. Yes! Thank you, Mr. Horn. Thank you, Mr. Thief. I can't hear the horn. It's not even playing loud. It's very quietly playing. Wow. It's very quietly playing William Orbit Into the Paradise from the Virtuosity OST. And I can't tell the horns beeping. If I pause it, I could tell. But with the music playing, oh, it's just in the background. It's just like barely there. That's all I want from a headphone. These don't even have to play music. Just active noise canceling headphones that don't feel like shit aren't going to break. All right. Thank you. Thank you, cat girls. You've made that happen for me. Yeah, if I pause the music, I could hear. As soon as you unpause the music and there was just anything playing, completely drowned out. Completely drowned out. I think it might even noise cancel harder when there's an actual active signal than if you just have it on. Let me see something else. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I can do that with a Google. Always. I did it, and it's gonna. How to shut off a car horn.
Snow is expected on December 1st in Narberth.
Great. Great. I don't know where the fuck that is. Where is the nearest McDonald's?
I found a few McDonald's locations near you.
So, I mean, how much better do you want than that? It'll actively, you hold the power button down, it talks, the active noise canceling actually functions. I want to shut it off, actually, hold on.
Power off.
And now this could either be seen as a benefit or a detriment, but the active noise canceling is still running. Can you see the green light? Which means you can just put these on and use them while studying. You don't have to pair them to a device and go through a menu to turn on things. You could just be like, inert headphone, active noise canceling headphone. But that won't shut off. I kind of wish active noise canceling was a push button. I wish it's on all headphones, that when you turn it on, it gives you an hour. It gives you a half hour, and then it just says beep. And if you want it to remain on, you just press the button and it stays on. The fact that it's a full fucking switch means that you have to remember to turn that off also, or it's just going to drain your battery. It might take 30 hours, like it says, it's a 30-hour battery, but it's another step in the process. I'm glad I don't have to turn the whole headphone on and have it be in pairing mode and have it speak to me to have active noise canceling. I could just put them on. These are just normal closed headphones. Now flip that switch. And I feel like I'm in 2001: A Space Odyssey, just floating through space because active noise canceling. So, I mean, it's just something to remember. They're $42 and they're not terrible. They're not going to blow away Takstar Pro 82s or Cooler Masters or Civica 006s. Any of those with a Bluetooth receiver will sound better, but none of them will be noise canceling. And none of them will have the convenience of, using it to talk to your phone and ask it questions and raise and lower the volume and change tracks. So you can't do better for $42. Unless you can, in which case tell me what's the cheapest Bluetooth headphone you've ever used and if it made you nauseous. Also, bonus points if it's ANC. So that's it. Keeping this short. That cute wallpaper in the description. All cute wallpapers. $2 tier and higher, get it on my Patreon. $5 tiers get into the yard sale. Now, normally something like this would be in the yard sale. And you could bid, although it's so cheap. Like, I usually tend to put like $100, $200 things in there. People bid $60, $150. They save some money. Cost you $5, you save $50. It's worth it. But these are going to pasta, and these will come up next time. And maybe these will end up in the yard sale. Unless they're better and she wants them. And then you could buy these from her and everything else. And then the Shivers and the Majors and the Fios and the... Should I get a set of the... What are the big Hyphamin that are now Bluetooth headphones? The A, the Hyphamin and Amarda? Angular? Well, I can't remember the name of them. They're not the Arias. There's another giant Edition XX size headphone that Hyphamin makes now that is now... Bluetooth. Ananda? It's the Ananda, isn't it? Yeah, I think they make an Ananda Bluetooth. So just think about that for a second. And you know what? I'm fine with it. As long as I could squeeze a battery and an amp and a good Bluetooth receiver down and it isn't shit, I'll listen to it. And that's the end of this review. Check it out. Check out the Patreon. Check out the yard sales. $10 tier gets you into the private Telegram chat. If you have to ask me any questions directly, that's where you go. I'm going to move on now, probably to another Bluetooth thing, which means I'm going to have to set my phone up or set a Bluetooth sender up to that, or got an M11 Pro full of music. We'll see. I did not, by the way, hook these up to the Audiolab Solaris stack. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to. See you tomorrow.